Hey,
There we are.
there we are. Hey, it's Cousin Vinny here on the Cousin Vinny Network here at the Crystal River Mall. Hey, I got a little comment I want to make here. It says here in this article that we're going to be talking about, despite the Amazon, despite the Amazon effect, not all mom and pop stores are in trouble on Main Street or in the Crystal River Mall. That was an interesting, thing that you brought up, Mel, when you handed me this
Article.
article. Yeah, I mean it's spot on. I mean, everyone has this fear that Amazon's taken over the world, and it is in some extents, but
Right. It used to be that we were, it was the big box and Walmart were the elephant in the room.
right,
Now it's Amazon and online
right,
as opposed to the big box. But they're not. They are not giving you the experience, the touchy feely experience, and
right.
people are still looking for that. People still want to go out, Vinny, and they want
Yep.
to have an experience.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes. The reason why I switched the picture frame is that when it closed captions, it will now do it in that black area. Before it was blocking out our faces. So
Okay,
something else I learned, as you go through doing these things, you learn these little tricks. And
that's
so
right.
now it will, after we get done, close caption it. So if
Right.
someone can not hear, they can read it. It said here the recent demise of retail giants, we've seen that happen all over the place,
Yep.
has left brick and mortars for local stores, vacant. I mean, we get a lot of vacancy.
Right.
You know,
Well,
the,
all across the country, there is vacancy, probably across the world.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
And that's where your mom and pops are filling in the void.
yes,
And that's really what we're going to talk about today. We
yep,
have 20 businesses here, 20 mom and pop businesses here in the mall.
yep,
And that does not include Rural King.
right,
Uh, these are businesses that are, people are personally invested,
yes, ma'am,
and they're not looking to make a killing and be able to live the rest of their life in luxury.
right,
They are looking to provide a good product, a quality product,
yep,
and a great experience for people.
right, right. Yeah, again, um, if there are certain things that Amazon fulfills for people, and that's great. But again, like you said, we have 20 unique individual vendors in here
Right,
have stuff that you're not going to find on Amazon.
right.
And you're
These,
not going to get that
yeah,
personal care when you walk in. They can walk you through it and explain it to you and show you other choices
mhm,
and other options.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's going out for a dining experience. It's going out for
Hmm.
a little bit of shopping. It is getting your nails done, getting the pedicure. It's getting your hair cut, getting a massage.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. You try calling Amazon and get a massage. I don't think they can deliver. Well, they might be able to deliver a massage table, but the person to do the massage, I don't think they can
yeah,
put them in a box and ship them to you.
no,
Not
no,
yet, anyway.
right. So, we have everything from a car wash in the parking lot, which
Yep.
he will be set up as soon as the weather breaks.
Yep.
Again, but here's a young gentleman that does a car wash,
Yep.
and he went through the process with the city of Crystal River to be able to put in a permanent structure.
Right.
So he has got that on order. It's coming down from Carolina Carports, and he is setting it up here shortly so that he can do the cars, undercover,
Right.
and they recycle the water. It's a whole neat. I mean, just to see it in
Right.
operation after
Right.
it's set up will be good.
Yeah, we'll do another interview of
Yeah,
him. I mean, we did his remote from his other location, but once he gets that set up, people can see
right.
again a local young man
Hmm.
who is a young entrepreneur who's risked it all to make it work.
Right.
Yep.
You
Uh,
have that, and Vinny, you have Bob at Work It Out. Work It
yes.
Out is a
Yes.
fitness center
The
here.
fitness store.
He
Yes.
put a lot of money into equipment. He
Yes.
owns that equipment. He takes a great deal of pride in that equipment. He is now open at 5 or 5:30 in the morning.
Whoa.
Yep. So he's able to take care of people who wanted to come in early, and he's doing a great brisk business. He is doing well, but he's they clean everything down in between. Uh,
Right.
So he's, he's just, and he has a lot of seniors in there. There's a,
Oh, is he part of Silver Sneakers?
yeah, he has
Yeah.
so he has about
Yeah.
4 different
So if you have Medicare,
senior
you have
programs,
Silver Sneakers, you can go make use of it. I mean,
right?
it's there. I mean, you've got it in your Medicare. You just go make use of it. Absolutely.
That's true.
All right, some other high points on here. What does it say here about stabilization of convenience?
Well, it's talking about, well, first of all, the mom and pop started when this country started.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then it kind of lost its way 75 years ago, when kind of wound down a little bit when the big stores came in, and the malls were built, with all that other kind of retail.
Right.
But the mom and pops have filled all along the way, filled the vacancies, filled the holes, been able to provide the community public,
Right.
with services and goods, and they're high quality compared to stuff that you're ordering online.
Right.
So they have offered convenience, and they have stabilized the community with that growth. So
Yeah. I'm just looking at some of the notes you gave me here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an alternative to the big box. And again,
a more unique experience.
Yeah.
You can go to any city and find the same store, a big box, and
Right.
find the same merchandise. But if
Right.
you're looking for something unique, you
Right.
have to go to a mom and pop.
And considering our community is a destination for tourism, you've got a lot of international travel here, and a lot of them don't need to go to a big box. They want that unique experience,
Right.
And obviously because of Corona going on right now, we've lost all of our big festivals this year. The Stone Crab Jam and the scallop seasons, and all the things got impacted. Typically at this point in time, at this time of the year, we'd be jamming. And it's been a total complete 180 from where it was a year ago.
Right.
And I think that over the next 6-9 months, as we get into the first part of the new year, and people start seeing, wow, we've survived it, we're doing well. People are getting back to semi-normalcy with their businesses. These businesses, are going to thrive. And again, they're looking for that local support. And you and I both hear it from people, well, why isn't this at the mall? Or why would you want to be at the mall? And we talked briefly about it. And let's dispel this rumor about the mall flooding. Over years I've been here, I've never seen water at the door. Okay.
No.
And whoever said that, I don't even get me started on them. Okay.
Sound off. That was another brilliant sound off. But the mall, if you ever take a look at a flood map when the city of Crystal River is flooded,
yes,
this is like a little postage stamp without water.
Yeah. And again, it's that misperception. And we see that every occasional on time, and once in a while in the newspaper, someone will make a squirrely comment, and I just want to go freaking ballistic because they're ill-informed or don't follow up on it and really ask the questions. And if they've got a question, gee, maybe they could call Millie at the mall and get a straight answer instead of using rumors and innuendos.
No, well, it's whoever's trying to. We all know that people that make those statements, there's another purpose for them to do that. So
yes.
It's okay.
And we want everyone here to thrive, and what the city has done with the downtown, with the new park there to enhance that area, that's going to drive traffic for everybody. If people are in town, when we get, like I said, we'll get through this Corona thing, the events start back up, they're going to have other things to do.
Right. And a lot of people, I don't know how many people, how new people are to town, but the mall's been here since 1990, and the mall and Heritage Village have worked hand in hand. When the mall was booming, so was Heritage Village.
Correct.
When Heritage Village wasn't booming, and neither was the mall. So people go between the two.
Yeah, and there's the ebbs and flows of it. You're going to have some good times and some bad times. You've had some tenants that are left here that are gone there. Hey, that's great. But then that gives other opportunity for others to come to the mall, incubate here, and get started or grow here.
Right. Yeah,
and
it's not all over. I mean, and there's always the possibility, because I get calls daily. There
yes,
are possibility of some larger retail coming in at some point. You never know.
right,
Uh, some of the larger, most of the retail as we know it, like the J.C. Penney's and so forth,
right,
are all going out.
right.
They'll probably only have online available,
Yep.
uh, unless they have a store open in a major market. So that brings up the point, Vinny, of talking a little bit about the market and this
Yes.
market size.
Yes,
One
ma'am.
of the biggest issues with Citrus County not being able to draw some big retail is because of the size.
Right.
We are under 150,000 residents for the whole county.
Right.
And most big retailers are looking for 150 to 250 within a 5 mile radius.
Right. And the fact that we're on a coast, half
Yeah.
of our radius is water.
Well, water and forest.
Yeah. Well,
So,
yeah. You got the big national park and the state
Yeah.
park, national park in the middle of the county. Yes.
So, and that brings up the other point where people always talk about, well, they put it in the wrong place. Well, that's not true. At the time, DeBartolo, put this plan together with the county, there was plan for housing all around him, all
Right.
around here.
Right.
And then we put in a nuclear power plant, which the county was responsible for,
Yep.
and that killed all the housing. So
Yep.
there's a lot more to this story than
Yes.
how people fluff it over. But
Yeah.
let's go back to our stores, because
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
some great businesses here. Ben Davis was See the Source. That's a skate shop.
Yeah.
Everybody wonders, well, where can I get the Vans shoes, and where can I get my skateboard, and where can I get they will do repairs. They will show you, they'll work with you to do your repairs,
Right.
or put new stuff on your deck. So,
Right.
you know, great shop. And he's been in business for a long time, so he knows, and he's loved to have more people in. I know that there's people that want the stuff, they want the skateboards. You've
Right.
got a huge service here. He has a huge inventory.
Yeah. And with the season of Christmas coming, I mean,
Yeah. Mhm.
again, granted, Amazon Prime and all that stuff, and you get all these things tomorrow. Before you do that, maybe take a walk,
Yeah.
take a stroll through the mall,
Yep.
and walk by the 20 plus stores here, and just see if there's something there that maybe you can get a gift certificate for someone for Christmas,
Right.
or that special something that you didn't think about. Something just caught your eye.
Right. Well, anybody can do a gift certificate for a mani-pedi. Anybody can do a gift certificate for a hair salon, or a gift certificate for dinner. There, so you can do a gift certificate for a party at Just Amuse Me. So there's
Yeah.
all kinds of things that can be done.
Okay, Millie, I'm going to take a chance here. You
Okay.
know, see real well. I'm going to post something. There's 2 posts that came in. So they may be good or bad, but whatever they are, they are. I'm going to put the first one up. What's that one say?
Someone had to leave Heritage Village in order for a business to move in. No.
Yeah. And then,
See the Source has a great selection of cool clothes also. That's from Mark Halstead.
yeah.
So
And more unique shop.
Heritage Village does have empty spaces too. So
Yeah. Everybody does,
yeah, they all do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And
This
again,
is different. This is a different kind of community. That's its own community. This is a different kind of community.
right.
People work together. And right now we're working on Christmas, Santa Claus, and putting heads together on putting up a couple of different things, a couple of sets. So it's going to be wonderful. So lots of fun.
So anything else in the notes here? I mean, there was a lot of things here if you want to cover.
There are. I think that
We talked about mom and pop being the landscape. I mean, it is without, I mean,
yeah.
I remember when my parents immigrated from Italy, to Brooklyn.
Mhm.
My dad briefly worked in the garment district with my mother, because that's what she did, worked in the
Right.
garment district in New York.
Mhm.
And my mom brought my dad in to come work with her, and she goes, "Well, you're fired." He lasted about a day or two. He was just terrible. And,
Too
I-
high pressure of anyone.
yeah, really. Yeah. And so he ended up, opening up a little Italian deli in Brooklyn. Gee, how unique. But
Yeah,
it was a mom and pop.
not
You
exactly.
know, it started out that way. And then he had the grand idea of going out to Fire Island and opening up a luncheonette. Now, think about it. The guy couldn't speak freaking English worth a damn. You know, my mother had been in this country enough years that she was good. And he went out to Fire Island with another guy to open up a luncheonette.
Mhm.
Well, that was the year they had the freaking biggest ass hurricane in 1953 or 54, and it wiped out the luncheonette.
Oh, too
Bad
bad.
planning, Dad.
Yeah.
So then we ended up moving out to Long Island,
Mhm.
and where my grandparents lived. And again, this is entrepreneurs, small business.
Right, right,
My dad ended up working for a gentleman there who owned a concrete block company, which was 2 houses down from my mom, my
Right.
grandparents.
right.
And he liked my dad's work ethics. And he actually helped my dad buy his first piece of property, which is still there today,
Right.
and open up a little Italian deli. And
Mhm.
he was an entrepreneur. He works 7 days a week, mom
Yeah,
and
most of the mom and pops do, and
yes,
that's another thing. We have a lot of mom and pops, and they do take one day a week off.
yes,
And most of them time it for Monday or Tuesday so that they
yeah,
have the rest of the week to be open. But
right.
one of the other things in here is from the National Retail Federation, Vinny.
Hmm.
And it said, how does the future look for mom and pop stores?
Right.
Pretty bright, actually. The
Yes.
Federation notes that 98% of all retailers in America are small business,
Yes.
companies employing less than 50 people.
Yes.
That's a lot. And they
Yeah.
said it's still good, but I think the point we want to people like highly favored antiques
Yes.
and RSVP Market and Paint the Town Citrus. These people have invested a lot of money
Yes.
to please you, to entice you, to make you feel good when you come in, and you need to come in and see what they're doing and purchase if you want to, but just come in and see what's happening.
Yeah. And if you don't see something in some of these unique stores and you think it may be related to, say, hey, look, I'm looking for X.
Right.
And they may have another source that they can turn you to or refer you to or actually get it for you.
Right.
So don't let that be a hindrance. If you don't see it on the shelf, ask.
Right. Well, and that's another thing that brings me back to a story where a grandmother came in here one Christmas and she had a whole list of things that she had to get for grandchildren.
Right.
And she was getting food at New China Mix and she was saying to Kim, I can't get these things here. And Kim said, so what can't you get? And she said, well, I can't get a skateboard and I can't get this. And Kim said, yes, you can. You can go right over there to see the stores. He has a skateboard. She went through the whole list and told her what stores to go to get those items and or where those items might be.
Right.
But that's again thinking. People need to think about community.
Right.
It's here. It's all
Yeah.
here. It's all here for them. They just have to come in and think about how to help and to help this place thrive.
Yep. Yep.
And their whole community, not just Crystal River Mall.
Yeah.
All of the community. We're talking
Yeah.
the whole community. Inverness is dead as can be during the week.
Yes.
So, it's all the same everywhere.
Well, we see it with the construction on Useless 19 between Crystal River and Homosassa. Those little shops, businesses along there hurting because of the construction right now. They felt it from years in Homosassa with the construction. And they're still trying to thrive. I mean, there are little strip centers of businesses
Yeah.
that would appreciate your business. If you can't find it here, shop
Yeah,
again.
well,
Go back to
they
shopping
are
local.
these shopping local is the biggest thing right now, and that should be on the top of everybody's mind. They're saying right now that pretty much people for Christmas are going to be spending on the same line as they spent last year, maybe only a 2% increase in what they spent before.
Got it.
So people take a look at your community and don't leave Citrus County. Shop here in Citrus County
Right.
and make your money work for you.
Right. Yeah, because it stays within circulation. I mean, if you buy
Right,
local,
it does.
that local merchant has employees who live and work here who can now take their money and go spend it someplace else in another local
Right.
business.
Right.
Yeah. There was a city that did an experiment years ago. They had bills that were marked to see how they circulated within a community. And it was really astounding how, certain dollars actually stayed within a geographical area because, again, you went into a business, you bought a product from that business, then, those dollars were turned into buying more product for that business and or, other people shopping there and from other parts of the county. So,
Right. Right.
yeah.
Well, we have a lot to offer here. We have amusement, we have food,
Yep.
and we have great gift shops. We have a wonderful antique shop. We have, we do have some clothing. We do have See the Source that has a lot of clothing. I was just in there and he's got Trump masks. So I'm going to go in and buy a Trump mask. For Fred, he needs to have a Trump mask.
You've got to have a Trump mask. Okay, cool. So is there anything on your list there? There was a bunch of stuff, like I said. Is there anything?
No, I think we pretty much covered it. It's just that, the small businesses are usually a small business is 1 to 4 employees, and
Right.
they're not in it to make a fortune. They're in it to provide really a service to the community and to be able to live.
Right.
But they enjoy what they're doing. It's a whole different person than somebody who's working at the department store. This is somebody who's totally invested in this product. They bought it, and they're trying to sell it. So,
All right, here's another comment.
Okay, it's from Mark. We need to change thought process. Buying box store doesn't always mean more savings. Local stores can often surprise you with low pricing and definitely great quality. Thank you, Mark. So,
Yeah, he's right.
Very true.
He's very true. Very true. And he's one of those epitomes of an entrepreneur who's thinking outside the box, who's been creative with his business, and trying to do something that's unique and different.
And he has. I bought several Christmas gifts last year in his store. So beautiful things. So again, we have 20 businesses here.
Yep.
The whole variety, from service to food to, furniture to, gifts.
Yeah.
All kinds.
And the restaurants that are here, the food, the food court, the barbecue place. Yes.
Yep.
And then Just Amuse Me is here. I mean, they're just cranking for the season too.
Right.
So you have choice. You have other opportunities.
All right. Just come in and take a look. Come in and walk around. We'd love to hear from you and talk to the business owners. Get a feel from them.
Oh, I lost Millie. No. What happened, Millie? Oh, there you are. Uh-oh, I lost your audio, Millie.
All right. I'm going to leave. Thanks, Vinny. It was a good talk today on, really Amazon is doing their thing, but so are we. We have our own little Amazon companies in here. So they're trying to provide service and great product.
Got it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, you have it there. Again, shopping local. I don't know how many more times we can say it. I mean, again, local means anything here and around the Citrus County area. The merchants that have businesses throughout the county live and work here and have employees that live and work here. And your support is deeply, deeply needed, especially with all the things that we all been going through for the last 6 months or so. It's been dramatically a different economy for a lot of people. And again, we know that some will not survive. We've seen the major changes with the big boxes over the last 6-8 months. And, it's just a cycle. And we're all going to come through this a lot stronger and a lot better as time goes on. So I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for watching. This is Cousin Vinny here at the Crystal River Mall Weekly Update. And thanks for listening again. And thanks for watching.